Hey students, in this week's episode of The View, we have announcements, sports, a question segment, and segments honoring Black History Month. The View starts now. Please congratulate the orchestra students for their large group performance evaluation results. 3 groups were judged this weekend. The 2 higher level groups received straight superior scores, and the freshman orchestra received a mix of superior and excellent ratings. The Media Tech and Arts program is coming to Mountain View to instruct students that are interested in music, film, singing, rapping, and dancing. It is open to aspiring makeup artists, photographers, videographers, and so much more. If you want to participate, auditions will be held tomorrow here at Mountain View in the Media Center from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Make sure to bring the $75 registration fee. For more information, see Ms. Lewis in the attendance office. Want to make a difference in your community and learn leadership skills? The Climb Leadership Summit is having a meeting about leadership and making a difference on March 1st, dinner included. $10 on My Payment Plus here at Mountain View from 6 to 9 p.m. Are you ready to get your cheer on? MVHS Cheerleading Tryouts meeting is March 5th at 6:30 in the library. In honor of February being Black History Month, honoring African American men and women who have made invaluable feats and impacts in society, here are some prominent figures in film.
Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino, is an African-American rapper, comedian, actor, writer, and director. Most known for his music, Glover has also done multiple movies and voice acting roles. He has played Miles Morales in The Amazing Spider-Man show, Aaron Davis, aka Prowler in Spider-Man Homecoming, and is going to star in the 2019 remake film Lion King as Simba. He has also starred in such shows as Community and is the creator and director of Atlanta, and he has appeared on shows like SNL and Jimmy Kimmel. Glover has multiple Grammys and directing awards, as well as Best Hip-Hop Song and Music Video of the Year.
Jordan Peele is an African-American actor, producer, director, and writer that was the mind behind Get Out. He was born February 21st, 1979, in New York City. Peele grew up a biracial child. His mother is white and his father is black. He stated that at times he felt he was an outsider due to his race, sometimes being told he wasn't white enough, while other times being told he was too white. His background and struggle with the addition of racism in response to the presidential election in 2008 were all inspirations to him writing and directing the 2017 blockbuster success, Get Out.
Now, sink into the floor.
Wait.
Sink.
It soared with critics and audiences alike, a ticket-selling monster that cost less than $5 million to make and earned more than $250 million at the box office.
What he considers a social thriller, the movie has hidden ties to the U.S. prison system that locks up more black men and women. As Peele stated in an interview with Guardian, the disproportionate number of black men thrown into a dark room for the rest of their lives is one of the central themes of what my movie is an allegory for. Peele has also worked on other projects such as the hit Comedy Central TV show Key and Peele, a show he co-created with Keegan-Michael Key. It was a sketch-based comedy show that discussed topics such as racism, homophobia, sexism, and gender. The show is what Peele is best known for. While working on it, the show earned 2 Emmy Awards and a Peabody Award for discussing ideas and issues nobody else on TV was talking about. Besides working on Get Out and Key and Peele, he has also worked on The Last OG, Workaholics, The Mindy Project, and much more. Peele is also directing a new horror movie titled Us, following the lives of a family that is being stalked by twisted, evil doppelgangers of themselves, with the message that as people, we are our own worst enemies.
If you want to get crazy, we can get crazy.
Jordan Peele is arguably one of the most influential African-American storytellers in the film industry, and at the age of 39, he does not appear to be stopping anytime soon.
Hi, I'm Jordan Peele.
The coolest thing in Hollywood
Jordan Peele.
38-year-old Jordan Peele.
Cutting-edge comedian Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele.
Jordan Peele was born on February 21, 1979, and was raised in New York City by his single mother. He attended Sarah Lawrence College and dropped out after 2 years to pursue comedy. In 2003, he joined the cast of Mad TV with Keegan-Michael Key. The two had great chemistry and would go on to become a well-known duo. The sketch series Key and Peele gained traction on Comedy Central and soon became a well-known program, resulting in multiple viral videos and exposure for the two comedians. Peele broke into the serious filmmaking scene with his directorial debut, Get Out, a satirical horror film based on the premise of a black man meeting his white girlfriend's family for the first time. The film was wildly successful, out-earning its budget by over $120 million and becoming the 10th most profitable movie of 2017. Get Out earned nominations for numerous prestigious accolades. Peele became the first black filmmaker to receive Academy Award nominations for producing, directing, and writing all for one film, and became the first black winner for Best Original Screenplay. In 2018, Peele announced his plan to retire from acting and pursue a career behind the camera. He currently has many highly anticipated projects in the works, including the psychological horror film Us, as well as a reboot of The Twilight Zone. Jordan Peele is married to actress and comedian Chelsea Peretti, and the couple has one son.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Early in film's history, stories were primarily written by white writers and portrayed by white people, but actors slowly broke into the field like Dorothy Dandridge. Although under scrutiny, they opened the door for many black actors to enter the field.
Starring Harry Belafonte, Dorothy Dandridge.
When black actors brought in black viewers, it spawned blaxploitation films in the 70s, which proved the viability of black consumers and the viability of many sequels. But with the rise of blaxploitation films came the assumption that a black lead meant the film was intended for a black audience.
Who is the man that would risk his neck for his brother, man? Chef! Can you dig it?
Of Eddie Murphy's Beverly Hills Cop and Coming to America in the 80s proved that a protagonist race does not limit who can enjoy a movie.
On vacation in Beverly Hills, Coming to America.
Who was that?
Just the man I met in the restroom.
Then what's the charge?
Possession of a concealed weapon and disturbing the peace.
Disturbing the peace, I got thrown out of a window! Charge for getting pushed out of a moving car, huh? Jaywalking?
Increased Summer brought many black girls to life in animation. The representation of black people in animation as well as live action benefits kids especially, because when they watch cartoons, exist in not only one type of person, they also have potential.
Was round the world. Princess Kida from the lost city of Atlantis. Loki Gone. There you go. There's the taste of some of my greatest hits.
And the Oscar goes to John Ridley, 12 Years a Slave.
Having black people behind the scenes is just as impactful as having them seen or heard, because they are heard through writing. John Ridley wrote the screenplay for 12 Years a Slave, as well as the greatest film on racial relations in the 21st century.
Too funky for myself. Undercover brother. Yeah.
Aaron McGruder made The Boondocks, which brought an impactful critique on black culture to kids not in its designated audience.
Not Nelson Mandela? Yes, the government conspires to put a lot of innocent black men in jail on fallacious charges. But R. Kelly is not one of those men. We all know R. Kelly can sing. But what happened to standards? What happened to bare minimums? You a fan of R. Kelly? You want to help R. Kelly? Then get some counseling for R. Kelly. But don't pretend like the man is a hero. Oh, hey, you with the afro. Put the music back on.
Chris Rock gave a high quality and funny outlook on life of a black kid and his family in the early 2000s.
That night, I got home on time, my mother got her check, but Tanya still wouldn't eat her sausage.
Come on, baby, you can do it. Just try it. A little bit. Okay.
It's good.
Now, I'd love to sit here and tell you that we had the sort of loving family that worked out all its problems with love, compassion, and patience. But here's what really happened that night.
Baby, just try it, okay?
But I don't like it.
You gonna eat the sausage. Do you hear me? Girl, do you think I'm playing with you?
Oh, no, Rochelle!
It took us about an hour to get my mother off of Tanya's behind. But eventually, Tanya did eat her sausage. And as for my mother, well, to this very day, she still ain't raising no babies.
As well as giving an insight to the common notions, insecurities, and chemicals put in black hair.
You make sure the hair's straight, look more natural.
So my nappy hair is not worth anything. Just yesterday, my daughter came into the house and said, Daddy, how come I don't have good hair? I wonder how she came up with that idea.
And T.B. Walker just cuts people out on TV.
Good evening. Honey?
How you doing?
I'm quite well. How are you?
I'm fine.
You sound like you about to start some mess here.
Nah.
Good. Honey, go on and enjoy your life. I want to cuss you out, but I can't do that. I can't do that.
Viola Davis.
Viola Davis.
Viola Davis. Viola Davis. How to Get Away with Murder.
I see a line. And over that line, I see green fields and lovely flowers and beautiful white women with their arms stretched out to me over that line. But I can't seem to get there no how. I can't seem to get over that line. That was Harriet Tubman in the 1800s. And let me tell you something. The only thing that separates women of color from anyone else is opportunity.
It's February, which marks Black History Month for 2019. It's the time to celebrate important Black community members, and this time we're going to talk about the one and only actor and film producer Samuel L. Jackson. Jackson was born December 21st, 1948 in Washington, D.C., but lived most of his early life in Chattanooga, Tennessee. He was abandoned by his father at a young age and was raised by his grandparents. He has since only met his father twice. Being a young adult in the 60s, he was alive in the midst of the civil rights movement and had active involvement after the death of Martin Luther King Jr., so much that he traveled to MLK's funeral and worked as an usher. Jackson studied biology in school, but later quit and went to become an architect. This also didn't hold his attention, and he began his acting career in 1972, debuting in his first film, Together for Days. Since then, Jackson has performed roles in over 100 movies, with some of the most notable ones being The Avengers, Goodfellas, The Incredibles, Star Wars prequels, Jackie Brown, and the critically acclaimed Pulp Fiction. Jackson has worked under a number of big names, such as being mentored by Morgan Freeman. Jackson has been nominated for a number of awards for films that he has starred in, and he has received 1 BAFTA Award, 1 Black Reel Award, and 4 NAACP Image Awards, and many more miscellaneous awards for his work. Jackson has contributed to a number of charities such as Make-A-Wish, National Kidney Foundation, Stand Up to Cancer, and Save the Children. Over the span of his life, and continues to give back to the community. Jackson showcases how the civil rights movement can impact someone's life and career. All of the negative events that occurred during Jackson's life shaped him to be the successful actor that he is today. Black History Month is a time to celebrate the importance of Black figures in the community, and Samuel L. Jackson fits this criteria perfectly.
Nick
Nick Cannon is an American rapper, actor, comedian, television and radio host, and producer. On television, Cannon began as a teenager on All That before going on to host the Nick Cannon Show, Wild 'N Out, and America's Got Talent. Nick Cannon acted in the films Drumline, Love Don't Cost a Thing, and Roll Bounce. Nick Cannon married American R&B pop singer Mariah Carey in 2008. Nick Cannon was born on October 8, 1980 in San Diego, California.
We have some very competitive teams here at Mountain View. Let's go to Eric to find out what's been going on this week with sports.
In sports, varsity girls soccer team went against Jefferson, losing 0-3 and boys losing 1-2. They also went against Flowery Branch, losing with 1-4. Next game is tonight against Johnson High School, girls at 5:30 and boys at 7:30. Our varsity tennis team is going against Eastall on Monday at 3 p.m. In baseball, the varsity team played against Parkview, losing 2-1. The next game is tonight at Lanier High School. Our boys lacrosse team went against Riverside Military Academy, winning to 18-6, and won against Acre with 14-4, and went against Greater Atlanta Christian High School with 6-5. Keep up the hard work. That's it for sports this week. See you more updates next week. Let's go back to Andrea with more announcements.
Our 100th YouTube subscriber won a $10 gift card to Chick-fil-A. Our 200th will win a $20 Visa card, so be sure to stop by our YouTube and subscribe. Well, Bears, that concludes this week's episode of The View. Make sure to follow our Instagram and Twitter page at Mountain View TV for updates throughout the week. Thank you for watching, and tune in again next week. As you go about your day, always remember, life is like a stage and someone is always watching. Stay excellent, Mountain View.